Bryan Adams has explained how he ended up writing songs for the Kiss album Creatures of the Night. This is the rock and roll weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison, who made an appearance on the Eddie Trunk show, Trunk Nation with Eddie Trunk, which is on Sirius XM. This was on September 3rd of 2023. He spoke about the two songs he co-wrote in the 1980s with his usual songwriting partner, Jim Valance and Gene Simmons. He said he was 21 and he released his album called You Want It, You Got It. He got a call from a producer at the time by the name of Michael James Jackson. He was a known heavy metal producer. Ironically, he produced the Hurricane album that featured Kelly Hansen years later. That's how I remember the name, and I forgot who else he produced. And he called me to say, hey, he called him to say how he really liked his album that was released, and that he's actually working with this band Kiss. Would you like to write a couple songs with them or for them? And he said, yeah. And he was asking him if it was real. And the guy said, yeah. So he was flown to Los Angeles, where he met Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, and Eric Carr, who was the drummer at the time. He sat down with each of them individually, he said, and wrote songs with each one. He wrote a song with Paul and a song with Eric. And with Gene, he didn't write anything, but Gene had a really good bass line that he sort of recorded on his cassette recorder. And then he took it back to Vancouver, in Canada. I believe that's where he was living, or maybe to the studio there. And he was telling Jim Valance that he'd done this thing. Check out the bass line of Gene's. And we listened to it, and within an hour or so, we'd written this song called War Machine around it. So that's how War Machine came about. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else has to subscribe. Thank you much for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. He had to just drag Jim into it further, and he had a song that he wrote by himself called Rock and Roll Hell, and that they should retool the song because it didn't do anything, but retool it for Kiss. And he said, okay, let's give it a go. They came with a verse idea, and the two of them sort of came up with a lyric. They finished the song and sent it down there, and that became the second Kiss song. Gene wanted a third verse, so we wrote a third verse for it. And last month, Bryan Adams released music videos for his own versions of the song War Machine and Rock and Roll Hell. I haven't heard the Rock and Roll Hell one yet, but the War Machine one I did give a brief listen to, and it does sound a little like the
Excuse me.
It does sound a little like the Kiss one in the background. You okay, Janaki?
Yes, I'm okay.
Yes, Janaki is in the studio. She's doing bronchitis, but she is doing okay. She loves the fans out there.
Yes, I do.
You want to give a shout out to our sweet pumpkin.
Yes.
So they are friends. The explanation of Bryan Adams, how he ended up writing songs for the Kiss album, Creatures of the Night. Your thoughts, friends? Shame, shame, shame.